A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A plus way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English.
Welcome to A Plus English, everyone. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And we are back with day 2 of our look at fun things to do in Stockholm, Sweden. So far, we've learned that Stockholm is, of course, the capital of Sweden. It's a city with 1.72 million people, and it's built on a lot of islands. How many islands? Was it 57?
I can't remember.
Or 57 bridges. And 14 islands. They have the longest art gallery in the world, also known as the train system. You can also get around on bike, by foot, by bus, by boat even, between some of the islands. And if you want to start your holiday there, go to, what was the place? Something Stam, the old city. Go to the old city and you can see the wonderful plaza there. And of course you can go to the Swedish Royal Palace where the king lives because he kicked everyone else out. All right, so let's get into today's story or today's article. We're going to be learning about fun things to do and delicious things to eat when you are in Sweden. And since it's winter time, we'll be focusing on those things. There are other fun things to do in the summertime, but that's not now. So let's talk about winter activities.
Oh, okay. So what ice and snow activities do you know?
Ooh, ice and snow activities. I know this one. Standing inside a warm house, drinking a cup of hot chocolate while looking out of the window at the snow.
Something I'm
That's a wonderful snow activity. Stay away from it. No, of course, you can go skiing.
Yeah, and ice skating.
Ice skating.
And do you want to build a snowman?
Oh gosh, that's a lot of hard work. How about a snowball fight?
Oh,
that could be fun.
What about snowboarding?
Yeah, you could go snowboarding. You need a mountain and equipment and training, but yes, you can definitely do that.
I want to do that.
How about tobogganing?
What's that?
Tobogganing.
Is it fun?
It's on a sled. You get a sled, you get something that slides. It could be made of wood or plastic. You find a hill, you go to the top of the hill, you sit on things.
Is it dangerous?
You slide down. No, it's a lot of fun. You can do it anywhere. You don't need a big mountain like for skiing. That is a fun thing to do. Let's see, what else could you do? Go inside and get warm.
Yeah.
That's another fun thing to do.
Discover Stockholm. History, food, and winter fun. Warm-up question. What ice and snow activities do you know?
In Stockholm, winter ice and snow activities are popular. For example, it's easy to find many places to go skiing. Ice fishing is another cool activity. You make a hole in the frozen lake and wait for the fish to bite. While you're waiting, enjoy cookies and coffee with friends and family. People call this fika, and it's a common practice in Sweden.
All right, so we mentioned a lot of fun winter activities, and I would bet money, I've never been to Stockholm, but I would bet money you could do all of those things in and around Stockholm if you plan your trip very well and look into the fun things to do, because there are many. And let's learn about them. It says in Stockholm, winter ice and snow activities are popular. It's winter for a long time, so if you're not doing stuff out in the snow, it's going to be a really long winter for you. So yes, there are popular things to do, and there are lots of things that you, as a tourist from Taiwan or a warm country, can still go there and enjoy without a lot of money or training or things like that. For example, it says it's easy to find many places to go skiing. And they have different types of skiing. You can do downhill skiing, or you can do cross-country skiing, which is also, it's a fun way to see the beautiful woods and forests.
Sounds tiring.
So peaceful and calm.
I'll just walk slowly.
Much less likely to break your legs.
There you go.
Yeah,
See,
it's
that's
true.
why I'm not that
It's true.
interested.
That's true.
And there's also another
Oh,
fun
yes.
thing.
Ice fishing is another cool activity. Yeah, sit in a little house on ice and wait for a fish to put itself on the end of your hook. Sounds cold, but actually you're often in like a little house, a little shelter. There might even be a little stove
Super
in there.
cute.
So you can try ice fishing too.
I want to try. Okay,
why
well,
not?
they all sound exciting. Since it doesn't snow in Taiwan,
Not
it
much.
must be amazing to experience snow and all these winter activities. So ice fishing, 冰钓 does sound interesting. It's like a winter adventure with a cozy vibe. Yeah, so tell me more about this ice fishing. Is it like you cut a hole in the ice on a frozen lake and fish through it?
Yes, that is exactly what you do. But here is a good warning. Do not ever walk on a lake unless you know what you're doing.
It's gonna break
might look like ice, but it has to be really cold for like a month for the ice to be hard enough and thick enough to walk on. So if you're in Sweden and you're with a Swedish person who knows what they're doing, go ahead. But if you just get there and go, oh, look, a frozen lake. I'm going to go stand in the middle and take a picture. Do not do that because it might be thick near the shoreline.
That's so dangerous.
But as you get further out, it gets thinner and thinner. And if you fall in, you're in deep, deep trouble. So do respect the ice and snow, especially if you're new to that environment. So what do you do, though, if it is, January, February, the winter's been going on for a few months, it's been cold for a long time, the ice is thick enough, you make a hole in the frozen lake and wait for the fish to bite. Actually, now they have a machine, and it just basically grinds or drills a hole in, and then you get this hole, and then you have really just a tiny little stick with a line on it. This isn't like zzz, it's not that kind of fishing. It's and then you wait for a fish to bite, usually sitting down, usually having some warm drinks, and usually not getting a bite until your bum is cold.
Oh no.
That's often how it goes.
I don't think I'm that interested.
You're doing it for fun. You're not doing it for dinner.
No. Okay. Otherwise, it'd be super hungry because no fish will come up.
Well,
now,
few.
frozen. I want to talk about this word. It's not let it go. No, not that frozen. But okay. So I just want to sing a bit. Okay.
No, that was good. That was very good. Yes.
这个形容词就是结冰的. I'm thinking of frozen food.
You could have frozen fish when you bring it out of the ice and just lay it there if you're lucky enough to catch
Sashimi.
one. Now, while you're waiting for that fish to come on your line, while you're waiting, enjoy cookies and coffee with friends and family. Or here's a better idea, skip the whole ice fishing and just go to the cookies and coffee inside a coffee shop or someone's house. It's a beautiful, relaxing, and comforting time, and the Swedes have a name for it. People call this fika, and it's a common practice in Sweden. Hey, do you want to fika with me this weekend?
Want to.
Let's go fika. We'll call our friends and we'll all fika together.
I love this word, fika. 这个瑞典的 fika 文化哦. In Sweden, there's a fun tradition called fika. It means taking a break for about 15 to 30 minutes or probably more to have a cup of coffee or tea with some sweets and chat with friends or family. You can actually enjoy fika alone or with others at any time of the day.
So it's a coffee break.
Yeah, exactly. 所以 fika 指的就是在忙碌的行程当中抽出这个食物啊30分钟啊，喝杯咖啡或是热茶，配上甜点，然后享受这个闲聊的时光。你也可以一个人或者是跟家人朋友一起哦，都可以。I'd love this. Would you want to try fika?
A coffee break?
Yeah.
I've already
all
tried
the time.
it. I've done that before.
Okay.
Not in the Swedish way in Sweden, so I would like to try that.
While waiting for the fish to bite?
Let's just skip the fish and go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
they have more
that.
fish there, and I don't have to get cold.
Exactly.
When it comes to food, Swedish meatballs are a top choice. You can have them with different sauces and mashed potatoes. Also, Sweden has many delicious fish dishes. For hot fish soup, try fisksoppa at the Kajisas Fisk restaurant.
All right, let's get back to our article. If you've enjoyed your fika, you might be getting ready for a dinner too, or even having your fika after your lunch. So let's look at some of the other meals that Swedish people might enjoy that aren't just a little coffee break. It says, when it comes to food, Swedish meatballs are a top choice. Yes, absolutely. They're very famous. They're not popular with you, but they even sell them here in the IKEA furniture stores, right? A lot of people...
Do they taste the same, to be honest?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, they're not bad, but I actually know I have had them in a Swedish restaurant. But not in Sweden. They were just nicer.
Okay.
You know, but taste quite similar. Yeah, exactly. Juicier and have the feeling of something handmade. Yeah, so they're pretty good. And that's a top choice. And there are lots of ways to enjoy them, as we'll talk about.
Okay, so when it comes to... Yeah, you could also say when talking about or regarding or as for blah, 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 or when we discuss this and that. So here's another way we could also say it in the same sentence. Regarding food, Swedish meatballs are a top choice. Probably not for me, okay, but 瑞典肉丸就是 Swedish meatballs. Would you want to try?
Is it the meat or is it the feeling in your mouth? What you know?
I probably just don't like meat in general.
I think they might have plant versions, vegetable something versions. But yeah, you know, if you don't like them, that's fine.
I like the potatoes.
They have other food in Sweden. But when we're talking about the famous dish of Swedish meatballs, it says you can have them with different sauces and mashed potatoes. It usually comes with sort of a brown gravy meat sauce.
Yes.
And then a lot of people like it to have it with lingonberry jam, that kind of reddish jam. So you get this sweet, savory kind of thing going. I don't know. And mashed potatoes, people love their mashed potatoes. Especially, you know, this is with good gravy. Cold weather food. You've been out there playing hockey or skiing or ice fishing. Have some meatballs, some gravy, some mashed potatoes. It's not light, but you often do burn a lot of calories, right? Staying warm in cold winter countries. So
definitely. Okay, so 原来这个肉丸子可以淋上不同的 sauces，就是酱。但是我个人最爱的是它旁边的那个 mashed potatoes 马铃薯泥。Okay, well, as I said, I'm not a big fan of meatballs, but I certainly do love the mashed potatoes on the side.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, meatballs come in all shapes and sizes, right? I mean, almost every food culture has meatballs, from big Italian ones to those little fish balls you might get in your soup here in Taiwan
Again, not
as well.
a big fan.
Yeah, you know, it's up to you. But back to the article. Also, it says Sweden has many delicious fish dishes. So this might be more your speed. If you don't like the meat, they have the fish. There is a lot of fishing.
I love fish.
A lot of wonderful ocean and seas around there. It says for hot fish soup, again, good on a cold day. So for hot fish soup, try fisk sopa. Fisk sopa. Fish suit. I'm guessing at the Kaisas Fisk Market or restaurant. Sorry, the Kaisas Fisk Restaurant, the Kaisas Fish Restaurant, fish soup. Try it. It's good.
Yeah, okay. And I read that the Kaisas Fisk is a restaurant in the
Hötorgshallen
market in Stockholm, and they're famous for their yummy fish soup, which we called it fisksoppa, 鲜鱼汤. It's a popular dish that many people enjoy, and I love fish meat, so I would definitely try this for sure. Not the meatballs.
I would be very interested to try that as well. So I think we've done quite well. Yeah. We already have a good menu, and then after all this wonderful stuff, we're going to enjoy a fika.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
我超想去瑞典玩耶，因为可以去尝试这个 ski， 这个是个动词，就是滑雪。For example, I went skiing for the first time last winter, and it was so much fun. 去年冬天我第一次去滑雪哦，玩得超开心的。Or Jerry went skiing with his family in Hokkaido last winter. The snow there was beautiful. Jerry 去年冬天跟他的家人一起去北海道滑雪，哇，那里的雪景好漂亮。那刚刚有提到 ice fishing 的时候，我们提到这个字就是 hole， 也就是孔或是洞，它是一个名词。For example, my favorite shirt has a small hole in it, but I still wear it because it's so comfortable. 我最喜欢的衬衫，它有一个小洞，但我还是经常穿，因为它非常的舒服，有种复古风吼。再来呢，我们也可以用这样子的用法 I need to get some new shoes. There are holes in these ones. 这个就不能再继续穿了。我需要买双新鞋，现在这双有一些破洞。那我们还看到 bite 当作动词来用，就是鱼上钩或是吞耳的意思哦。它的动词三代的变化来看一下，就是 bite, bit, B-I-T, bitten, B-I-T-T-E-N. I was so happy when the fish finally took a bite and I caught it. 这里是当作名词来用哦。当鱼终于上钩的时候，我非常开心，因为我钓了鱼。那如果要当作动词来用，要怎么用？你可以说 When the fish bites, you need to pull the fishing line up quickly. 当鱼上钩的时候，你得迅速拉起钓鱼线。那再来我们看到 different 这个形容词就是不同的。For example, my friend Debbie and I have different tastes in food, but we both love watching horror movies. 我跟我好朋友 Debbie, 我们在食物上口味是大不相同，但是我们两个都喜欢看恐怖片。Or there are different kinds of shirts in the store. Which one would you like to buy? 这间店贩售不同种类的衬衫，你想要买哪一种呢？再来，我们刚刚有看到 practice 这个字其实它有不同的用法跟意思。当作习俗惯例，我们可以这么用 In our family, it's a practice to have dinner together every night. 在我们家每天晚上一起吃晚餐是一个习惯，我们都会这么做那 practice 大家可能会觉得它不是练习的意思吗？没错，它也有练习的意思。I need more practice to get better at practicing yoga. 我这时候有当名词跟动词的用法都有。我需要更多练习来提高我的这个 yoga 这个瑜伽技巧，很厉害哦。那刚刚还提到 when it comes to 这个在口语当中很常会用到，很实用。就是当我们谈到什么什么时候 ，OK， 这是一个片语。举例来说 ，When it comes to choosing what to binge watch.Korean dramas are always my first choice. 如果提到要追的剧的时候呢，追什么剧？韩剧总是我的首选。欧巴，안녕하세요，감사합니다，보고 싶어요。
Review time.
All right, we are back with a quick game of review. We're going to do a review with a quick game of fill in the blanks. Let's go over those words first. Ski, hole, bite, and different. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
When you try to blank, you should be careful not to fall in a blank.
When you try to ski, you should try to be...
You should be careful not to fall
into the hole?
Into a hole.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll have to wait for the link to
That's
get
my
frozen.
top skiing tip for today. Don't fall in a hole while skiing.
Exactly.
And also, don't let a bear blank you.
Don't let a bear bite you.
Yes, because there are blank dangers when you're skiing.
There are different dangers.
There are different dangers.
Oh.
Falling in holes and being bitten by bears.
Now I know how to
Those are the most important dangers in skiing.
Exactly.
That's not true.
Wow. 大家觉得今天的主题是不是很精彩呢？欢迎到空中家教和老师同学一起线上聊更多。But we're out of time. We're going to go to
That
fika,
is true. Yes,
fika.
we're going to go fika and then maybe try to find a non-meat meatball.
There you go.
I don't think that exists.
I want the potato.
Let's go to Sweden to look for it.
Okay, fika.